My name is Samantha Woolley. I am Market Manager for Level Nightclub, which is in the JSM bar group. Level is an exciting three-floored venue with a capacity of 3,000 people. We actually are open Wednesday, Friday and Saturday for a range of different nights with promotion companies in who help us, called Cool It and Hashtag. Level promises to bring a quirky and the best entertainment in the city, with it being the largest super club in the city as well. That's a great thing about us. My ideal Prime Minister would probably be Russell Brand, because I absolutely love him, and yeah, I think it'd be a good one. I always go by the words, the world is your oyster, anything's possible, as long as determination and hard work pays off. I'm an Evertonian, which I'm proud of at the minute, because they're doing quite well. I'm going to go with a throwback of Earth, Wind and Fire, groovy vibes. Moby, Porcelain. Favourite book would probably be The Secret, because after reading a couple of pages it is quite inspiring, and I heard a lot of good stories from people who've read it, turn their lives around and stuff. Erin Brockovich. It's about a young woman who didn't really have much growing up and showed with hard work, determination that she can come out on top, and it's really inspiring for women. Blind Tiger on Seal Street. Food's unbelievable. My favourite drink is probably gin and tonic, Hendrick's and cucumber. Well, a lot of people say I remind them of Zoe Deschanel off New Girl, so probably it. Leonardo DiCaprio is my celebrity crush every day. Probably be to be invisible when you need to get away from awkward situations, or yeah, I'd say my superpower would be to be invisible. What I'm actually doing now, which is marketing events. I love having a creative idea and then seeing the process and seeing the end product. I think that's really great to see. I've actually walked the Great Wall of China, not all of it, a little bit, but the little bit that I did walk of it was in heels, so that's my fun fact. Downtown for me is a lot more than just a networking organisation. Granted that when I go to a networking event hosted by Downtown, I'm guaranteed to meet really influential people and really have some great conversations with complete different business people who are out there in the city. So they hold the more serious events and they attract great speakers that they should really be proud to have at the event and really make them the best ones in the city.